Gentlemen, welcome. I'm Dr. Caroline Ruth, and today we're diving into something most men over 50 either struggle with in silence or simply accept as part of getting older. But here's the truth: losing your strong, reliable morning erections doesn't have to be your reality. Your body still has the capacity, the systems, and the natural mechanisms to give you the kind of erections that make you feel alive, confident, and connected again. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to unlock them, without pills, without gimmicks, and without dangerous shortcuts. This isn't theory, this is science, and it all starts with understanding how your body really works, and then learning how to tap into 3 very specific, almost hidden, pressure points in your body that can supercharge your morning erections naturally. By the end of this, you'll not only know what those pressure points are, but you'll also know exactly how to use them step by step, how to build them into a simple routine, and what kind of results to expect over the coming weeks and months. So let's begin. The science of erections. Every erection, whether in your 20s or in your 60s, is the result of a delicate dance between your brain, your blood vessels, and your nerves. When you're aroused, or when your body naturally cycles into deep sleep stages, your brain sends a signal down the spinal cord to the pelvic nerves. These nerves release a gas called nitric oxide, which acts like a messenger. Nitric oxide tells the smooth muscles in the arteries of your penis to relax, allowing blood to rush in. As those chambers fill, the veins that normally let blood drain away get compressed, trapping blood inside and giving you a firm erection. Morning erections, or nocturnal penile tumescence, as we call it clinically, are a powerful indicator of vascular and nerve health. They happen during REM sleep, often several times a night. If you wake up firm, it usually means your circulation and nerve signaling are intact. If you don't, it can be an early sign of reduced blood flow, lower testosterone, higher stress, or even underlying cardiovascular issues. Think of it this way: your morning erection is like the canary in the coal mine. It tells you how healthy your entire male system really is. Why aging changes erections. Now, here's the hard truth. As men cross 50, things begin to shift. Testosterone levels decline, about 1% per year after age 30. Blood vessels lose elasticity, nerves conduct signals less efficiently, and lifestyle factors, like sitting too long, carrying extra weight, not sleeping deeply enough, all add up. Your nitric oxide production drops, your pelvic floor muscles weaken, the small arteries that should be flexible and wide start to stiffen. Even your hydration and electrolyte balance, something most men ignore, affects the ability of your blood to flow freely at night. But here's the part most men don't realize: you don't need to accept this decline. In fact, the male body is designed with multiple backup systems to support sexual performance, even into your 70s and beyond. You just have to know how to switch them on. And that's where the 3 secret pressure points come in. Gentlemen, let's begin with the pelvic floor, your body's hidden hydraulic system for erections. Now, most men think erections are just about blood flow. While that's partly true, here's the kicker: even if blood flow is adequate, without a strong pelvic floor, your penis will never stay hard for long. It's like trying to blow up a balloon with a hole in it. You can pump air in all you want, but it won't hold. The pelvic floor muscles, specifically the bulbocavernosus, BC, and the ischiocavernosus, IC, act like clamps and pumps at the base of your penis. They serve 2 vital functions: pressurization. When blood rushes in, these muscles contract, trapping it inside. Erection maintenance. They literally compress the penile veins that normally let blood escape, keeping you firm. When they're weak, whether from age, sitting too long, or never training them, you lose morning wood. Simple as that. How do they get weak? Sitting too long. Think about how much time you spend sitting, on chairs, cars, couches. That constant pressure deactivates your pelvic floor muscles over decades. Obesity. Extra weight presses down on your pelvis, stretching and straining the very tissues meant to support you. Lack of awareness. Most men don't even know these muscles exist, let alone train them. Compare that to your biceps. How many times have you curled a dumbbell versus squeezed your pelvic floor? Training the pelvic power switch. You don't need a gym, equipment, or even privacy. The simplest way to begin is the urine stop exercise I mentioned earlier. But let's expand that into a complete 3-level training program. Level 1. Awareness. Sit or lie down. Imagine you're stopping urine mid-flow. Hold 3 seconds. Release. Repeat 10 reps, 3 times a day. Level 2. Strength. Once you've mastered awareness, try longer holds, 5 to 10 seconds each. Add quick pumps of 1 second each, 20 reps. Do 3 sets, morning and evening. Level 3. Integration. Practice while standing, walking, or even during intimacy. The goal is control on command, being able to squeeze and hold firm exactly when you need it. The case of Rajesh. Expanded story. Rajesh, 62, walked into my clinic with a look of defeat. He said, "Doctor, I haven't woken up hard in years. I feel less of a man." He was overweight, sat 8 hours daily as a retired accountant, and his blood work showed slightly low testosterone. I told him the truth. Rajesh, testosterone therapy might help a little, but if your pelvic floor is weak, no hormone on earth will give you the erections you want. He was skeptical, but he agreed to try. We started with simple pelvic floor activations, 3 times daily, just like brushing his teeth. At first, he struggled. He couldn't even isolate the muscles properly. But after 2 weeks, he noticed something. When he urinated, he had more control. By week 4, he had his first semi-firm morning erection in over 18 months. He came into my office, smiling like a teenager. By week 10, his erections were so strong he joked, "My wife asked me what new pill I was taking. I told her the truth. It's not a pill, it's practice." Why this pressure point matters most. Of all 3 points, the pelvic power switch is the foundation. Without it, even perfect circulation won't help you. But with it, even moderate circulation can still give you the firmness you crave. And here's the bonus. Training these muscles not only restores erections, it prevents urinary leakage, improves stamina in bed, and even gives you better control over climax. Gentlemen, this is your first hidden switch, and once you flip it, your mornings and your confidence will never be the same. Pressure. Point number 2. The abdominal aorta reflex expanded. Now let's move higher. Your abdominal aorta. This pressure point is often ignored, but it's like the main highway of your body's blood flow. If traffic is jammed here, nothing reaches your pelvis effectively. The abdominal aorta sits just behind your belly button, splitting into 2 iliac arteries that supply your legs and pelvis. When this junction is restricted, your erections suffer. How does it get restricted? Belly fat. Excess visceral fat compresses these arteries, reducing flow. Stiff arteries. With age, arteries lose flexibility, becoming narrow. Poor posture. Constant slouching and tight hip flexors compress the aortic region. Think of it like a garden hose. If you bend the hose or put a brick on it, water flow drops. The same happens with your blood supply. Stimulating the aortic reflex. The technique of pressing gently above the navel while breathing deeply may sound simple, but it's powerful. You're literally activating your body's parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and restore mode. This tells your blood vessels, relax, open up, let blood flow. Pair this with diaphragmatic breathing, and you're doing 2 things at once: improving circulation, reducing stress hormones like cortisol, which kill erections. The case of John. Expanded story. John, 58, a retired engineer, came to me with complaints of fatigue, rising blood pressure, and soft mornings. His doctor was ready to start him on medication. Instead, I asked him to try something radical: daily abdominal aorta reflex release. He lay on his back each evening, hands gently pressing above his navel, breathing deeply for 3 minutes. At first, he felt nothing, but by week 3, his blood pressure had dropped by 8 points. More importantly, one morning, he woke up and said, "Doctor, I haven't seen this firmness in years." Over 8 weeks, his erections grew consistent. His wife noticed he was calmer, sleeping better, and even laughing more. That's the power of combining circulation with relaxation. Why this pressure point is vital. Gentlemen, you can have strong pelvic muscles, but if the blood supply isn't arriving, what's the point? By freeing this aortic reflex, you're ensuring your penis gets the fuel it needs, oxygen-rich blood, exactly when it's supposed to. This isn't just about sex. This is about heart health, longevity, and circulation throughout your body. Your erections are simply the early indicator that your entire cardiovascular system is thriving. Pressure point number 3, the foot-to-groin circuit, expanded. This one surprises most men. The pressure point isn't near your pelvis at all. It's in your feet. Why the feet? Because circulation is a full-body circuit. If blood flow gets stuck in the lower legs, it backs up. Tight fascia, poor ankle mobility, or sluggish veins all reduce return flow to the pelvis. By stimulating the arches of your feet, you improve upward circulation, boosting groin blood flow directly. How it works. The arch of your foot connects via fascia lines to your inner thighs, groin, and pelvic floor. Think of it like a cable system. Tightness in one area creates tension in another. By massaging and pressing the reflex zones in your feet, you free up the entire lower body circulation. The case of Mark, expanded story. Mark, 65, had resigned himself to pills. His wife, a massage therapist, insisted he try nightly foot massages. At first, he laughed. "How can rubbing my feet help my erections?" But he humored her. Within 3 weeks, he noticed warmth in his pelvis after each session. By week 6, his morning erections returned, firmer than they'd been in years. He even stopped relying on pills, saying, "Doctor, I never thought my feet would save my sex life." Later, his cardiologist confirmed improved blood circulation in his legs. What began as a simple massage became his nightly ritual for vitality. How you can do it. Cross one leg and press your thumb into the arch of your foot, 1/3 down from the toes. Massage in circles for 3 minutes. Roll your foot on a ball or frozen bottle for 5 minutes. Repeat nightly. Within weeks, many men report not only firmer erections, but also less leg pain, better sleep, and more relaxation. Daily routine. Now let's tie these 3 pressure points into a simple daily practice. Morning, 5 minutes of pelvic floor activation. Pressure point number 1. Evening, 2 minutes of aortic reflex release with deep breathing. Pressure point number 2. Bedtime, 5 minutes of foot arch massage. Pressure point number 3. That's it, 12 minutes a day. Expectations and timeline. Week 1 to 2, you may feel subtle changes, slightly firmer nighttime stirrings, or improved control when urinating. Week 3 to 4, morning erections begin to return, not every day, but more than before. Week 6 to 8, firmer, longer-lasting erections, with noticeable boost in confidence and energy. Month 3 onward, most men report consistent morning wood, improved stamina, and renewed interest in intimacy. Lifestyle add-ons. For even greater results, add these simple habits. Stay hydrated, but sip slowly rather than chugging. Walk at least 20 minutes a day to boost pelvic circulation, reduce alcohol and processed sugars. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of deep sleep. Practice stress reduction, meditation, prayer, or journaling. Motivational close. Gentlemen, here's the truth. You are not broken. Your body is not finished. Your ability to wake up hard, confident, and ready is still inside you. It just needs to be reawakened. These 3 secret pressure points are not magic. They're science. They're simple, natural switches that your body has been waiting for you to flip back on. If you commit just 12 minutes a day, in a matter of weeks, you'll feel the difference. Not just in the bedroom, but in how you carry yourself, how you think, and how you show up in every part of your life. So start today. Don't wait. Your mornings can feel alive again. I'm Dr. Caroline Ruth, and this is Shades of Health, helping men over 50 reclaim their vitality, their confidence, and their life.